More the Barbarian here.
What the hell was that?
Welcome to the 11th episode of our Railroad Tycoon 2 Central European Let's Play. Apologies for the slight delay. Our trains were in this needed maintenance for a week. That's my story and I'm sticking to it, but enough about that. Anyways, so last time we were here, we've basically been rebuilding our network out a little bit, just to try to make sure we can achieve profitability so that the game doesn't kick us from any more companies. Not like we've had that issue this playthrough. No, not at all. But alas, we have fixed our issues, we're back on track, and we are beginning to extend the lands we used to have some time ago. Last time out, we helped connect the Austria-Hungarian Empire, and even brought it to our original network. So things are going great so far. So today we're going to continue our adventures east and move to the northeast part of the map. Here in the eastern and northern parts of Germany, as well as a little bit of Russia. And then we'll connect it up to our existing track here in Austria-Hungary. So of course, you know what buttons to hit as usual. With that being said, let's head out. Let's move along here. So before I start the scenario, where do we want to go here? So like I said, we're going to focus on this part of the map here, the northeast part. So, I think what I want to do here is probably, let's see, I believe there's a house in the way here in Berlin, right? This is the obvious starting point. So I think what we will do is kind of do what we were doing in one of our previous playthroughs, is have have a train go around this part of the city right here. Kind of go north, run through Poznan, and then we'll have one line to end at Gdansk. And then another line will head south towards the Russian parts of the map, Loditz and Krakow. This part will then hook up to this area. This area will hook up via Breslau and Kalitz all the way to our this area, which is eventually going to be our main connection hub. We'll have kind of a northern line here, extend through Stettin, Rostock, and Kiel before hooking up with our line north of Hamburg. Denmark has nothing, so there's no reason to go over there unless we really want this dairy farm. But unless I see something else, there's no need to wander into Denmark. We have all the ports, so let's just do this here. I mean, since we have tons of money that was bequeathed to us legitimately, I think it's only appropriate that we start. So I'm going to set the game at 1, just in case anything strange happens, and we'll just do this way. So we'll just go north here. Take a trip this way because, as I mentioned, we're going to want to go through Stettin. So probably something along the lines of, well, we'll do it further south. This. Something along the lines of that. And then, let's see, we can have a bypass for Berlin, too. Yeah, let's have a bypass right through Berlin. Let's make sure it doesn't go. Alright. There we go. A little bit of a bypass there in case it needs it, so this will go north. So I'll create the northern line first, since I've kind of gotten started on that. So we'll have it go through Rostock. This produce farm is in kind of the worst spot imaginable, so we'll have this run parallel to this line here. And then we'll have this come up through Kiel, excuse me. That is not Hamburg. I know my geography, I think. And we'll just do that. Yeah, sure, why not? go. Have it connect to that. And we'll eventually have it connect to that, just in case. So we got the northern line all set. Let's go for the center here. We'll have to go south of this cement plant here. And as I mentioned, this is essentially going to be a huge hub. Because I think 3 lines are basically connecting over here. Right? Yeah. I did say that. Alright. Moving it through here. The line will end right about there. So that's 1 line. So we got the remaining German line here. Let's head back south here and go connect this line up to it. So now we're connecting our 3 lines, if you will. That sucks about the grading, but I'll have to let it slide. Can't be perfect, I'm afraid, but so be it. But that doesn't mean I can't avoid it, and I think I see something. There we go. There it is. Okay, so we got that line now connected up. Now I want to go to Loditz. So, probably from right about here. And then we'll just do that. There's your junction, as I mentioned earlier. Run this right along the riverbank. Have it go through Loditz. And this is, I guess, the end of the line here. And then I'm going to build a single track all the way up to this gravel pit that's over here, too, just as a bonus. If I could find a good route for it. It's probably right... Ooh. That was fine right up until that happened. Alright, whatever. I tried getting cute, and it didn't work. Just build straight up to it. There's no... Yeah, there we go. Alright. So there we go. We kind of finished our network here. So now there's a few bits and pieces. I guess the question is, do I want any more resources or no? There's a lot of oil over here, which is kind of interesting. Not really seeing any diesel plants nearby. There is Dresden. We did kind of skip that. That's fine. We can do a southern route later on. There's an electric plant here in Magdeburg. That would help. The nearest diesel plant is in Budapest, is it not? Yeah, refinery, I should say. Okay, so that's not exactly going to help, but hey, so be it. So, all this oil really goes to waste. There's a chemical plant we could use. I mentioned that. For the fertilizer plant. Alright, so we got that all set up now. Let's get our stations done. I'm going to speed the game up even quicker. And now we can start getting some money here. Because we love money. That's what we came here for, dang it. Alright. Trying to give it the usual stuff here. Let's see, there we go. Alright, that should be... Whoop, that's the wrong one. Alright, that's better. Okay, we'll do Rostock next. We gotta get both those ports. This is a city. Cities, I'm doing small hotels and restaurants. Everything else gets a large, so that's how I'm the verdict on that. We'll put in a roundhouse every once in a while here, and then a grain silo because there's sugar. Okay, that's good. Continuing onward here. Oh, we gotta get the fertilizer plant. I don't see why we can't. That's kind of necessary, if we're being honest. course, we gotta have customs houses in lieu of the fact that, you know, we kind of have territories all over the place. That's kind of the key here. All right, so that's all set. Okay, we got all those. I know there's a few other resource things we could get to, but let's just focus on getting the cities first. And we gotta get Poznan. All right, that works. We'll put a roundhouse over here. Sure, why not? Of course, we... let's see. I'm looking at the resources down below. There's not really anything. But since we kind of missed them, I can tell you already we will build another station for the milks thing. So we'll just do that. We'll build a refrigerated and telephone poles. That's really all we need, and we're good. Alright, so that handles that. Grab a large station for the city that, to this day, I still cannot pronounce. There's a lot of vowels, and I have no idea. I'm going to butcher it if I even try, so I will not do that. Never mind. We're not... Yeah, like I said, I will not be doing that. Anyways, moving on. Oi. Alright, let's see. For this one, we'll do another roundhouse over here. Okay, that's all set. Loditz needs some stuff. Oh, we gotta have that chemical plant. All right. Gotta have the chemical plant. That's what we came here for. So liquid storage it is. Warehouse. We'll throw in a roundhouse too. Why not? Krakow as we move further, I guess south you could call it? Yeah. There we go. Oh, this is a city, so out comes the large stuff. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got that set up. Let's see, there's a couple more we need to build here. So Breslau needs one. Oh, they got wool. That we can't get. Ooh, that sucks. Alright. Too far out of the way. Hey, that's okay. We can build a separate station. I don't mind. Here needed. And we'll build a roundhouse over here too. Why not? Yep, okay, so we can just get away with that here in Kalitz. So there we go, very easy here. Telephone poles. Train is broken down, how dare you. Let's get that gravel pit that I wanted. It's gonna need all these. Alright, so we got all that, and that is all connected. Excellent! The network is now done, and we'll get the trains rolling in just a minute. Alright. So now we'll speed it up even further out here. I'll do the passenger rails first, and then the trains themselves here. So what was I doing again? I forgot. What is this? Mikados. Okay, so that's what I get for not playing this for a week. Good job, me. I don't even see them. Oh, I know where they are. There you are. All right. Like I said, that's what I get for not playing this for a week, so apologies for that. All right, we'll do one in the I guess, Russian-Polish corridor. Why not? We'll have another one start there and go through this area. Eventually wind up back. And then we'll do one exclusively for northern Germany, I guess. Yeah, something along those lines. So Leipzig and Berlin. Okay, so that's all we need. I don't want to do too many. Passengers aren't really important. Now, what about these resources? Where can we send them? Because we got a lot to send. So, I'll start with the easy ones here. Got Loditz. Got one in Kiel. I just need to find a grain silo to send them to, because that's really the only one. Yeah, we'd have to send it nearby. I'll pause that one for a minute. But this one over here I think is pretty obvious. So let's start with the easy one first. And then... Aha! There we go. Perfect. We gotta send it to cities, because that's the only spot we can send it to. No, I didn't ask for a recession. Game, come on. That's lame. We don't do that here. Alright, speaking of doing things, yeah, we'll start with that. Alright, we'll send that there. And then we'll start with this one. Send it to Poznan on the way back. Okay, that handles that. There's two. Is there another one? Not really, okay. Ah, we can did something with it. Ooh, I see something I like. One bauxite a year, okay. I see something I really like here. We'll do these three, and you'll see why in just a minute. There we go. Turn the aluminum into bauxite into aluminum, aluminum into tools. Uh-oh. Hold up. I screwed up. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, if you're gonna do that, we kind of need a little connection here. All right, there we go. That's gonna make our train's life a little bit easier here for this junction. We got sugar coming in too, so I'd say we send it to Stettin. Okay. There we go. Got sugar coming out of the ports now. It's going to the granary. Okay. All right, we need to do... All right. Did the recession get us? It kind of did. Ooh. All right, that's okay. Now, I do need a granary here. Grain silo. This one seems like a good target, although... Yeah. That's fine. All right. We'll grab the oil well, too, while we're over here. Just in case something shows up later on. That helps us out. Okay, there we go. We got all that set up. So now going back to our chemical thing. We'll start with that. And that was kind of the reason why I bought that. So now because the fertilizer can only go to grain silos here. So it has to go to kind of grain or anything else that needs fertilizer. And Kiel is kind of the nearest fertilizer plant too, which is annoying, but that's the way it goes, I guess, sometimes. Not exactly ideal, but we'll take it. Alright. I'm just finishing this up here. Go. Ah, we're not gonna do that. That's fine. That coming out of Khalits. Alright, so did we get everything? Just about. Man, I wish there was a refinery closer to home here, but I guess not. So that oil's kind of stuck, unless I really want to send it all the way to Budapest. Which is an awfully long hike. I don't think I want to be doing that, but alas, here we are. Alright, that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I think we're good for right now. Alright. So is there anything else we could send this to? Next question, can that stop scaring the holy crap out of me? Okay, also, of course, did that. Good grief, thank you, game. Probably scared you just as much as me. Hey. Oh, I forgot to connect Ostrava's line over here, but I don't think we can. Well, not without incurring a huge grade, but we'll do it anyways, so... I hate it, but, well, whatever. There we go, so we connected those two lines in case we're ready. I'm not going to do it, but I don't necessarily need it unless there's like a wool thing over here. Wood thing over here, excuse me. Not wool. I mean, there is wool over here. Very lucrative and I don't own either one? Come on. Get with the program, me. You got to fix that. Got to fix that. What are we doing here? What the heck are we doing here? Oh, there's like no... Alright, whatever. And there's not really a wool thing over here, so without that, there's really no point in sending any of that. Alright. I guess next on the list would be this guy. Well, wait a minute now. I see a lot over here we could use. Ooh, even better. Bingo. All right. That's an even better idea. We'll get all of it at once. Nice. So let's see. Trying to remember where everything is going here. Maybe we'll send this to Kiel. Okay. We don't need that. There we go. We'll send the cattle to Berlin and the food to Hamburg. Go. Since the chemical one's gonna be a while, I figure we'll do that one too. Why the heck not? All right, there we go. There we go. We'll supercharge it a little bit. Again, the oil we can't really do anything with, but so be it, I guess. I don't have a second milk train over. You know what? I'm going to do it. Increase our production a little bit here. There we go. Send a minimum amount. All right, there we go. More trains. Yay. More money. Yay. Oh, speaking of which, what am I doing? I forget that we need to get ourselves some money here, too. I'm going to increase this just a smidge, but I'm not going to do it. Go over the top here. I'll worry about buying back stock later once we kind of got our foot in the ground a little bit. Once we're done producing everything, I should say, so... Let's see what among our new crop we can do here. Not too much more, but it is what it is, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. What about our ports? Are they looking good? Not entirely. Oh, that stinks. Aha, lucrative. All right, we'll buy it before it gets too out of hand. Okay. Everything else seems like it's not really making much money yet, but that is what it is. All right. So let's see. We got some stuff. Ooh, we got something in Dresden. I could use that. But first things first, let's go after this. There we go. We can send that one to... I'm actually going to send it to Berlin. That way we're not... Because why the heck not? Actually, you know what? We'll send it nearby Breslau. I don't see why we can't. Alright, there we go. That's all set up. Okay, so anything else? Yeah, we got a lot of oil wells, but nowhere to really send them to unless, again, we kind of need one of these things. That's the kind of the point here, so. Alright. Now, over to Dresden for a minute. These electric trains are slowly getting better and better. I like it. We'll get to there later on in the game. I'm sure it will show up. So, how do I want to do this? Because Dresden has a paper mill that I could really use. We're passing quite a few timber farms. Or what? Logging camps. Okay, why did I call it a timber farm? What the heck, me? Good grief. Get it right. Okay. I think for Dresden what I want to do... I just need the... Well, there's an oil well over here, too. So I can pass that on the way, but we're not going to connect to it. Oh. Fail! Alright, so here's what we're going to do for Dresden. That was clearly not the correct way to do it. Oh, I am... Oh, what the heck? Alright, hold on. Wasn't expecting a grade that big coming out of the river valley, but here we are. Alright. I went a little too far. We'll deal with the oil well later on. That's not important. Yeah, nothing's really there, so be it. Alright, hold on. Neaten us up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got that established now. There's a logging camp over here. So let me connect to Dresden first. Let's start with them. Start with the obvious here. Alright, this looks like... Yep, it is a city. I can tell by the fact that it's demanding paper, which is kind of my telltale sign here. Go to Roundhouse 2. Okay. Now that logging camp does have a use, even though we don't have any use for the logs just yet. Don't need to do anything with it over there. Okay. The nearest city is... Loditz? Could be Berlin, or it could be Krakow, right? Krakow wins. Wait, okay, just checking. Bingo. Okay, we got it. We got it, everyone. We got it. This is just fine. I know it's a little far, but it's fine. Done. The logs we don't have anywhere to really send it to, which is kind of a shame. Because I'm not really seeing any lumber mills around. Lucrative and I don't own it. What are we doing here? Dang it, game. There's another one in Stuttgart, but it's all the way in Stuttgart, did I mention? Yeah, exactly. We're not dealing with that. Lucrative and I don't own it. Well, we gotta fix that. Alright, the other ones are just... Hey! Very lucrative! Come on, man. We gotta own that. Yeah, we gotta own stuff like that, so... What are we doing? Alright, we're fine there. Just checking some of my stuff over here that I don't have. Annoyed? Don't start. I'm making you money. Yeah, am I making you money? Yes. Is there a recession? Yes. Now quiet. Oh, we got one in Vienna now. Ooh. Do I have anywhere close to send it to, or not really? As in, is Kiel the closest one? It is. Well, that chemical plant really doesn't do anything. All right, that's wonderful. All right. There! See, the economy is back on track. I guess pun intended, if we're being honest. Yeah, whatever. Maybe the game meant to do that. Yeah, in terms of logs, there's not really anything, so we'll stick with the north here. Oh, very lucrative, and I don't own any of this? Oh, come on, game. I gotta do that. Alright, what about this? Not yet. Not yet. Alright, so not everything is up to... Oh, there we go. Here we go. More industry we own, the better. And we can gushing cash, and I don't own it. Game, you cracked me up. And there's nothing we can do with the oil unless there's a refinery that shows up nearby. Just so we're clear on that. All right. So what else do we want to do here? Magdeburg is really the only German city we don't have, unless I'm missing one. No, that is the only German city we don't have. Nope, I lied. Strasbourg is not owned. Okay, we can make an opportunity about that. Also, apologies to the French. When you see this, I'm like, they're like, excuse me, that's ours, not yours, Germany. I'm sure they won't want their revenge for that later in life. Nah, say like 10 years from now. Nah, we'll be fine. Everything's fine. Alright, turns out we actually do need that. Wait, where are you going from Dresden? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Did I not? Oh, I did. Alright. I was wondering why that didn't have any sand, but alright, so be it. Alright. Let's go to Magdeburg here. It's the only German city we don't have quite yet. And I could kind of do a direct connection to our Berlin if I plan this out correctly here. Which I'm going to do, I think. As long as we can do it through Hanover. Yep, there we go. Did it. Alright, we can get away with that. Alright. Small city requires small stuff. Warehouse. We'll do a roundhouse since it's in between. Okay, there we go. Connect it to this line too. Alright, there we go. And every single city in Germany is now... Excuse me, locale with a name in Germany is now connected. Yeah, that was awful. Anyways, moving on. I'm never doing that again. Alright. So let's see. I know there's some steel mills too, but we're not going to worry about those. And again, well, actually, that was preemptive because Strasbourg. Oopsies, I did it again. Jeez. Alright. So let's see. There we go. Everything's looking great here in the year 1929, where I'm sure no stock market shenanigans will happen. No, not at all. Not at all. I'm sure the stock market will be just fine this year. I think it's going to be great. Hey. Alright, since Strasbourg is just a town here, wee little village, I'm going to just build it out. Alright. Alright, so we'll have to build a station somewhere in there. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess we'll build it like that. Sure. I'd like to connect to this. There we go. And speaking of connections, we should probably connect it to the Rhine somehow. Our main line across the Rhine over here, which is going to be difficult. Partly it's because it's in the mountains, but the other part is the river's angle is just very a pain in the you-know-what. That was supposed to happen. Ideally, we only need it up to here, so that should be good. And then if I run this along the river valley here. Aha! There you go. I want to get the source of coal here, too. I'm afraid the grade is not going to work very well on this either. I'll probably just send it to... Well, I could send it to one of the steel mills. Yeah, well, I don't know where I would build the coal mill, to be honest. Coal mine, to be honest. Why am I miscalling everything the wrong thing? My goodness me, stop it. All right, there's Strasbourg. So now we've gotten all of Germany. Okay, there we go. Just so we're clear on that, Germany has now been all connected. We'll do this. Okay, so Mannheim Junction's now been connected. I would need a city to bring this to, which is a huge problem. I'm going to have to do that anyways. I don't like it, but I'll do it anyways. I don't like it because of that 5.9. And then... I guess it goes to somewhere. That is a really good question that I don't know the answer to. Uh-oh. Leipzig? No. No. Oh, that's not a city, so no. Still not a city, so no. Ugh. Oh, we have our winner. It's Dortmund. All right. Dortmund will have to do, I guess. The only saving grace could be is that it's going to be an empty cars, but so be it. All right. And as for the logs, there's really not a nearby lumber camp, and which once again is turning into a bit of an issue, to say the least. We could send it to Stuttgart here, just for the heck of it. There we go. Send it to Stuttgart and get this iron, and then go from there, I guess. Alright, I mean, the closer we can build it down to the coal mine, the better. Alright, so there we go. So ideally, this thing would go through Strasbourg, but I don't know if it will or not. Okay, now which steel mill would I send this to? Well, Mannheim's right nearby. I would want to send it to a nearby tool and die facility. That's the whole point. And there's one in Dusseldorf, and I think that might be our winner. So if I were to send this to probably... I want it to go through Strasbourg yet again, so... I guess the one in Zurich would win out. So probably here to Mannheim. Back to Stuttgart, and then to Zurich, I guess. Alright, that'll work. That would work. Kind of a roundabout route, but it works. I know I'm sending it across the border, but hey, it is what it is. This will work. Alright, there we go. We got that done. Excellent. So is there any other resources here? Not entirely, but yeah, sure, so be it. Alright, there's iron over here, just for not for nothing. Let's see, is there another nearby dairy plant we could bring that to? I'm just looking around for resources here, because we got all of Germany now. So our mission over here is essentially complete. Oh no, October 29, 1929, whatever will happen. See, nothing! See, I told you nothing bad would happen. In October 1929, nothing bad happens then. Am I right? Am I right? Yo, we're all worried for nothing. Okay, I'm just kidding, of course, but you get the idea. I ain't seen... Really? When did this happen? When did this happen, and why am I not doing anything with it? Alright, oh, it's a little weak. Hold on, why am I not doing anything with this? Give the program me. There we go. There we go. We gotta do something with that grain in Nuremberg there. So there we go. We did it now. Once again, I ask if there's any other resources that could be utilized. I'm not really seeing much. Alright, you can stop robbing me. Thank you very much. I did not ask for that. Never mind. I guess I'll be shutting up now. Okay, boom time's ahead. I like booms. Good. Good. Give me money. Give me money. I want it. If not, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad if there's no money coming in. You know me. I would say for the most part, we're looking good. Just got to buy up a few industries here that I would want, and I think we're looking good. There's another plant over here. I thought I saw a cement plant over here earlier, but I guess not. Oh, that's right, this one. And I'm not doing anything with it. Okay, once again, we gotta make some use of this. Hold on. We gotta make use of this here. Where is it? There it is. It's in Vienna. We gotta... Wait. Never mind. I thought it could be sent back, but I guess not. Kind of convenient that it's in the city there. So I don't really have to build any additional stations, so that works. There we go. We'll see about new trains later on. I don't think we need it just yet. Alright. So there we go. Now we got to use for the gravel pit there. Anything else we could utilize? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Serio, Ava lines. I know, that looks awful, but there's nothing we can do about it. It's just the way it ended up, I guess. Okay, everything's looking great over here as far as I can tell. Once again, any use for the gravel pit or not really? Okay, not really. Really? A cotton farm? That's the first I've seen in this game. Oh, we gotta get that. We just gotta get this. Was not expecting this. And it got parked right next to our rail line, which is super convenient here. Okay, we can take advantage of that. Sure, why not? Are any cotton farms immediately, textile mills immediately to the south? There is not. There is that. So we're going to need a line to go this way, have it exit stage right. I believe there's only one spot I can send it to right now, and that is Bologna. That is perfectly fine. I don't mind doing that. Hold on. 2. Okay, so now see, that needs fertilizer too, but odds are we're not going to be able to send that. So it's a long ways away, but so be it. All right, look at that. I was not expecting that to show up, but here we are. So, yeah, we'll make use of the cotton over here. I wish we could do something more with this wool, but so be it. So there's not really a textile mill nearby. There's your lumber kit mill, in case you were wondering where it was. It's all on the other side of the map. That does us no good. I hate the fact how there's only one lumber... Ugh, I can't talk. You know what I'm trying to get at, but yeah. I hate the fact that there's only one textile mill here in Italy. Oh, this is new. Alright, I got a plan for this. Believe that is the first train we've gotten through Piombino here, if I'm not mistaken. There we go, we got that. So yeah, we finally got a train in Piombino, finally. Alright, everything looks great. Alright. And another breakdown, but I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, everything else over here is looking fine. Again, I wish there was another textile mill over here. That would help us out immensely, but alas, I don't have access to that. Alright, that's okay. Alright, let me play this last year out, and I think that's the end of the episode. So, yeah. So, as far as I can tell, that's basically all I want to do. Well, actually, there is this grain silo over here. Maybe I'll grab that. I think I will. Alright. We got a passenger thing, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I don't... Ha, we caught a house in here. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Do I want to send it to Hamburg or to Stettin? That's, I guess, the next question here. As I'm trying to plan this out here... I want to send the food to Magdeburg. Whoa! Okay, so we're replacing that first. Yippee. Dang it, game. I thought we were over this. Not that one. What the hell? Stettin's the easier one of the two, and then Magdeburg. Okay, that'll work. Let's look at the Magdeburg line here. No, we don't. So what I'm going to have to do is do this. There we go. That looks kind of redundant on the surface, but then you... Actually, you know what? That is redundant. Hold on. We're going to simplify this just a little bit. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. So that line has now been simplified a little bit. There we go. Ah, forget it. That's okay. There we go. We there. Now, I know all of our trains are now converging in one spot, and that doesn't really do us any good. We can monitor the traffic flow some other time. But I just wanted to connect that, make that proper, so there we go. And maybe not the best idea to connect everything there, but, you know, it is what it is. As long as I'm making traffic easier. I wish I could extend this line that way, but that's okay. And then... Alright. So where do we stand right now? Let's take a bit of a brief pause. Profit-wise, we're looking great. Net worth is going up slowly. Thinking once we connect everything, I can start buying all these shares. We have so many outstanding, it's not even funny. I really would need to get that total down. They placed a steel mill in the city whose name I can't pronounce. Okay. The game eventually is going to start giving us new stuff too, so we got to be careful to that. I'll try to be as spry as I can, but good luck. It's going to be quite difficult to keep track of everything, all things considered. Oh yeah, there's the, there it is. Again, I wish there was a refinery. That's kind of high on my wish list here. Is that, man, if there was a, friggin', diesel plant over here, that would be very awesome, but so far, no dice. And I can't say the same for some of these other things. Okay, there we go. We have a few more industries while I'm over here. I think that's all she wrote for all of that. Maybe this thing. Oh, yeah, there you go. Definitely that. Those steel mills are definitely lucrative AF. I don't think we have anything for Cologne. Do we have any more bauxite I could send over? No. We have a ton of rubber, but keep in mind there are no auto plants just yet. Apparently the Germans have not gotten their auto industry prepped. Dang it! I thought you were good at producing cars. What the heck? Alright, we'll worry about that some other time, I'm sure. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. So, look at that. Managed to get the rest of Germany and parts of Russia, or Poland, depending on how you view it. And we're all set there. So, I think the east side of the map is looking great. And so, next time out, we're going to focus on the west side of the map. I just realized we're still missing France. I mean, a lot of the French area is still yet to be grabbed here. So we're going to fix that. We're going to go over to France and connect some of these other areas, like here in the west next time out. As well as some of these other areas, like Lyon and Dijon and all those places. Spain, I don't think, has anything, unless I want to bring down some iron and logging materials. But without anything here, I don't think it makes sense to go into Spain very much, if at all. So, we'll do that next time out. So, and then afterwards, the next task will be to buy back as many shares as we can, to try to help funnel as money into our account as we possibly can. So, that's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. So, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the usual buttons, and I will see you at the next stop. Peace out, y'all.